tell me a funny story. Tell me a funny story. Everybody got a funny story.
Funny story. I got a funny story for
Tell
sure.
me a funny story.
But let me see. It was this one time in the Regencies, man.
In the Regencies,
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was in elementary. I was at Manly, and I never forget my mama had left, and it was me, my brother Keon, rest in peace, and my cousin Will, and we was in the house by ourselves, just being bad. And I told her I was a crazy kid. Like, I'm chill now because I went in reverse. You know how most people be like good kids, then they grow up and try to act bad.
Yeah.
I'm the reverse. I was bad as hell and I'm trying to act good now. So
Right.
it's like, I was bad. I jumped out the top window of the
Just
apartment.
doing shit.
And I was only like 3 feet tall. But I jumped out. I did it the first time and it went successful. So I went to school the next day and told everybody, brag, like, man, I jumped out the window. Like, you lying. I had the whole Manly in my backyard. That next.
Not you invited the whole school.
I had the whole Manly, man. Free my boy Lucky, man. Because after all these years, it was so funny. I never thought I'd bump into nobody that was there. And it was Lucky. And we figured out here. We was actually at the studio. And I was telling the story about it, and he like, man, wait a minute, man. I was out there, and I was like, duh. So the second time I went to jump out the window, I just remember looking down, everybody back there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting on the ledge, and I go to push myself off. And when I pushed, instead of like falling straight down, I like hit my leg on the wall and end up turning sideways, so I was free falling. Yeah, and I fell. I bust my ankle. I bust everything up, but like I never forget. I got up and walked it off so cool because everybody was there. The moment I got in the door, boy, I passed out and I put on I made a makeshift cast out of like a bunch of socks. Like I just kept putting on socks until I couldn't no more, and that was my cast. That was my cast.
So did your mama ever find out?
I never forget. I hid it from her, man. Like the next morning, I never forgot I was getting ready for school and I was limping, and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was just like, "I'm tired, man." I had a whole broke ankle, man, for sure.
So you ain't never gonna get healed, checked out?
Yeah. I ain't never go get shot. I just thugged it out. I was
ankle still broke today.
broke as hell, loose. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I did a lot of crazy stuff as a kid, man.
Man.
I did. I was bad. I remember I was like 9. We was at my mama's friend's house, and her homegirl ain't had no tissue, so she was like, "Go out in the car and get some napkins." You feel me? So I went out to the car, but instead of getting the napkins, man, I just cranked that mug up, threw it in reverse. Next thing, I didn't know what I was doing. Really, no, I ain't throw it in reverse. This was exactly what happened. I turned the car on, and it started moving forward. So I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to brake or nothing. So I hit the gas. I jumped the curb and hit somebody's apartment. And then, so I threw it in reverse after I hit the apartment. And then I was just riding around in circles while people was outside trying to stop me. And they seen it was a little ass kid in the car doing donuts. And then as soon as I was finna hit a dumpster, the car just cut off. So at that point, I'm out there begging the grown people to move the car back for me. They like, hell no, we ain't touching that car. I'm like, man, please. I'm crying and everything. So at that point, my mama like, man, what is Quez doing? She done sent my brother outside. I'm telling him like, man, don't say nothing. He like, man, how I ain't gonna say nothing? The car is like,
gone out the
but I done hit somebody's house, knocked all their pictures off their wall, all type of wild shit, man. But I ain't even get no whooping though, because my mama said if she would have whooped me, Yeah, you know what. Man, it was hot, man. Her tags was bad. It was all type. I was tripping, man.
Then we laugh in the kitchen.